It's Week 13 of the National Football League, and the spotlight is on Roquan Smith. He was terrific defensively last week with 11 tackles. It's the Ravens and the Broncos, and it comes your way next on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Denver Broncos and the Baltimore Ravens. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Raven team as they get ready here. They come in after tasting defeat for the first time in about a month as their loss snapped a 4-game winning streak. Meanwhile, for the visiting Broncos, it's late in the year. We all know it. We've seen the calendar for these guys. Their bodies could probably use a break, but they have to push on.
And they're really not as worried about that as maybe we think. They know they've got the entire offseason to rest. All they care about is the game in front of them and finishing strong.
Turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Here come the Ravens, and that means here comes Lamar Jackson, league's MVP and an All-Pro in 2019.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real. So, I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets, and bottom line, how do they get a win?
And they'll run the option to start the drive. And right away, he lost the football. But it looked like a Raven was able to get in there, and they will indeed keep the possession. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
First carry for Kenyon Drake. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. But Charles, we've seen some of the injuries that have popped up for this franchise, and obviously hoping to get these guys back on the field in a hurry.
Brandon, I'm going to go ahead and age myself, but I'm going to ask you, when you were in high school and there were injuries, did you hear a next man up from your coaches?
Well, you hear it every week now in the NFL, that's for sure.
You know, back when I played when dinosaurs roamed the earth, you didn't hear next man up. You heard, oh, no, we've got to put in Davis.
Now Jackson. And that will be incomplete.
Watching him try to take away that area of the field.
4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Returnable here from the 38. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. Now here's Russell Wilson, 11th season in the league. First, of course, with Denver after a high-profile trade this offseason that saw him dealt from Seattle.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. They begin the drive with a run by Murray. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Got his man, it's Dulcich. 2 yards on the pickup there. And now third down and 6 to go. Now it's Wilson. Same connection, Dulcich once again. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. The Broncos had 3 and 8 on the year. And they've lost 3 straight here, and it kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
On first down, Murray. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Wilson to throw. That's taken in by Dulcich. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And the top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Finds Dulcich out left side. And he'll be brought down at the 27. The number catches 66 yards.
And I get the feeling that he loves this matchup. I mean, the unit he's going against is in the bottom half of the league against the pass. He had to have circled this one on the schedule and said to himself, this should be a big game.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. And he remains perfect on this opening drive. Charles now 5 of 5 and another first down to work with.
He's like one of those great shooters in basketball that has his rhythm, has his confidence. He doesn't think anything is going to miss right now. As far as he's concerned, he's going to be perfect the entire game. And who's to say that it won't happen the way he's throwing it right now.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. To throw is Wilson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. Touchdown, Broncos. Greg Dulcich, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. You'd have to imagine for a team that's lost 3 straight games, scoring first in this first quarter has to feel pretty good.
It has to feel great for them, and also it's a nice signal to the rest of the team, because we talk about complimentary football all the time. So they've now signaled to the defense, now signaled to the kicking game, hey, we're here to play in this one. We're going to do our part. Let's see if you guys will do the exact same, and we can break this losing streak.
Extra point from McManus is good, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much. Do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything. Every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it at them in order to try and get the upset win.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On third down, Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Taken from just outside the 30. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and out will come the offense as they take over. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They go with Murray again. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Wilson now to throw on third down. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. So on fourth down, the Broncos send Corliss Waitman out to punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And they'll begin by running the option. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Up the middle they go with Drake. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for him. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Jackson. He's got a man. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And fortunately, he's able to get this one back, so it is a first down. Defensively well done to jar that free. I'll tell you what, though, offensively, he's got to be lucky after the catch and the fumble that didn't go too far away from him.
It's a bounce true, is it? It can squirt in any direction and move in any way. He was so lucky. Thank his lucky stars, he was able to get that one back.
On first down, Drake. He'll take this to the 46.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. To throw is Jackson. And that is incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they like some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Tucker's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as his new drive starts. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Wilson. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Odafe Owe. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. So problems with Aaron passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
Sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and he can't do it all on one throw.
The numbers for Andrews last week. 5 catches, 72 yards.
And the competition gets a little bit tougher here because he's got to go against the #1 ranked defense in the NFL against the pass, the latest incarnation of the no-fly zone.
Now they run the option on 2nd down. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Jackson taps this forward jet sweep, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. On 2nd down, it's Edwards. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Jackson. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And the Ravens are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the read. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they delivered there as that throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set them up with a 1st and goal.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they come up now 2nd and goal. Now Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Isaiah Likely. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Ravens have moved out in front. Tucker with the extra point. The lead is now 10-7. So that lines up a 7-play drive all told. Finishing that drive off was the touchdown grab by Isaiah Likely. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Week 13 here in the NFL, first weekend of December. Playoff races definitely coming into focus now, and we got a couple of good ones in prime time. Tonight, national audience gets a look at the Colts for a 2nd straight weekend. This time they're at Dallas, 7:20 Central Time for that kick. And then Monday night, Saints and Bucks from Tampa. Here's Here's Murray now as they run it to start the drive. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Murray. That one a first down pickup of 8.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Up the middle, Murray. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
10th carry of the game now, Murray. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. Now Wilson. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
They give up the gut for Murray. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Ravens have got it.
This drive didn't end well, but if they can keep stringing these together, they'll like what they're doing. That was an 8-play drive before it ended in a fumble. So the takeaway's got to be doing what we want to do and doing it well. Just got to take care of the ball at the end.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 39. Start with an option going left. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so he didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Now it's Jackson. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. The Ravens on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Jackson. He's got his man, it's Andrews. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Jackson now. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Jackson. And that will be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Tucker's kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7.
Wow, I mean, it's so rare to even see one attempted from that distance, CD, let alone converted, but he came through with confidence and matches what was Tom Dempsey's 43-year NFL record at one point of 63 yards.
Yeah, I can still see that highlight of Dempsey making that kick, and nowadays we see it a little bit differently because, remember, Dempsey was a straight-on kicker. But these guys nowadays, the range keeps increasing, and they keep putting it through the posts.
So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos
at their 25-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Wilson.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Here's Wilson. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
4th down, Corliss Raymond now on the punt.
And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Now fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now it's Jackson. And that'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And they'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
So that was all you're looking for. Get the 1st down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll look it up, and let's keep moving. Get the 1st down, get a new set, and let's start over.
And he'll be taken down at the 34. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Jackson to throw. Slings it to Andrews, and it's complete. The tight end has it.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Throwing is Jackson.
Open man is Duvernay.
And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 18. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Partner, you know when we call the game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Devin Duvernay.
A 16-yard touchdown. And they are able to add on to their advantage. able to connect on the extra point. Lead now stands at 13. So that drive consumes 9 plays in total, and it's capped off by the Baltimore score. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the football going back over to the Denver Broncos. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. A handoff. It's Murray. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
On 3rd and 1, Wilson.
Got his man, it's Dulcich.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The defense surrenders a 13-yard pass play there on 3rd and 1.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'll have to keep carrying it, thank you.
Another run for Murray on 2nd down.
And he's going to be down close to a first down at the Ravens' 44. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. Now Wilson. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Cortland Sutton, 44 yards.
And the Broncos are back within a score.
The fly route works for the TD Graham.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did, all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
McManus now for and it's good. The deficit 6, 20-14. So that drive 6 plays, 75 yards.
And Cortland Sutton able to finish things off with the touchdown reception.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there in the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Robinson's got it. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Andrews. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
And what a nice example there. The tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over, then they get a chance to continue their drive.
He finds his man complete. It's Andrews. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. On 3rd down, Jackson. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to have it here just past the 25. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They gave it a shot with the deep pass, but it wasn't going to work there. And now there's less time for them to try and get 3 before the half. Let's see what they dial up on this next snap.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things definitely getting interesting around the NFL as we begin the month of December. So let's get right to it. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. And that one finds the Falcons out in front. Marcus Mariota, 3 touchdown passes. From there, we head up to the Motor City to check in on the Lions at home at Ford Field. And they trail in that one as it's the visiting Jags who are out in front. Trevor Lawrence with a couple of touchdown passes there. Lastly, let's get to the Windy City. See what's happening with the Bears at home at Soldier Field. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Packers. A couple of touchdown strikes there from Justin Fields. Moving on, let's take a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Broncos. And they were able to have a little bit of success on the ground. The question will be, will they stick with it? Or will they be throwing more to try and regain this lead? Meanwhile, for the Ravens, you get a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And whatever they've done, it's worked, as they have the lead through 2 quarters of play. Both teams going back through their game plans, making their final halftime adjustments. And for the call of the second half, we go back up. and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. The Bronco offense ready to begin this third quarter of play. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Another run for Murray on second down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 79 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the third quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it. And the running game is starting to pay off.
A 20th carry coming up now for Murray. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. Now a give. This is Murray. No gain that time, and it leaves him with third and 11 coming up. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third. To throw is Wilson. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And unable to connect. Incomplete. It looked like they took their shot, but it's going to bring out fourth down. Broncos send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. Jackson and the Ravens come up now first and 10 at the 31-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He finds his man complete. It's Andrews. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. On first and 10, it's Jackson. And his throw is incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Jackson's throw is on target to Duvernay. He's got room at the 30.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on first and 10.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Great gains back-to-back. Last time over 30 yards, better than 20 here. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Edwards is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, second and goal. Once more, Edwards. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
Gus Edwards with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year.
As his guys are able to extend their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you've taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Denver's offense now set to go. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now it's Wilson.
That's taken in by Dulcich. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Throwing is Wilson.
Same connection. Dulcich once again. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
Murray. And some room to work.
And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 99 yards on the ground here for Murray. He's got a 1st down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. A run. It's Murray. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
Justin Matabike there to bring him down.
From the 38, Wilson. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
They run with Murray. And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson to throw.
Finds Dulcich out left side.
And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 12-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
This is Murray. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Here's Murray. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
We'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
It's not the first time they've gone this way on this drive, and they're obviously keyed into it because they were there to help break that pass up.
The kick by McManus is good, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11.
So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
Taken from about the 12. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. It sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. Jackson finding his tight end Andrews for the Ravens first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
And they run with Edwards off the option.
And they're just up again at the line of scrimmage. They'll try and run for the first with Edwards. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
That good for 22 and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. They run once more with Edwards. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all.
Holding offense.
Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Again, Jackson will keep it.
And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. Back now in Baltimore. 2nd down and 3, ball on the 7. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the 4th. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Caught on the slant. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leads you to first and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll run here with Edwards. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown.
Gus Edwards
with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Ravens look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Tucker with the extra point. And it's up to 18 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here.
And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
They begin the drive with a run by Murray. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Eight yards to go on 2nd down.
Here's Wilson. That's complete to the tight end, Saubert. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain there of 30 big ones.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Murray. Now, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Another run for Murray on 2nd down.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This offense so far on 3rd down, they're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Now Wilson. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And this is caught. Touchdown.
So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept him out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on him. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. So that drive spanned 5 plays.
And Cortland Sutton able to finish things off with the touchdown reception.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
42 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Off the option, here's Edwards. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
On 3rd down, here's Edwards. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
When a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, what important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
This pass complete. Jackson finding Andrews. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Now Jackson on 1st down.
And quickly into the hands of Robinson. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Second down and 3.
They'll try and run right on the option. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Considering they've seen him have some big gains against them throughout this game, that's got to feel like a measure of revenge as they trap him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss.
Jackson. Gonna throw right side here, complete.
And the Ravens are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. Jackson. This is caught. That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Second and goal from the 1. They'll look to run with Edwards. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
Gus Edwards
punching it in from a yard away.
And the Ravens have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. So the Broncos 75 yards, 2 plays.
And it was polished off by the Gus Edwards touchdown run.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
This will be fielded inside the 5.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
And Denver getting set to take the field.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Here's Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Finding room at midfield.
And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
On first down, Murray. And he can only manage to get a couple. Second and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Another run from Murray on second down.
And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line. Wilson.
Got his man, it's Dulcich.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the the middle. Murray. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Another run for Murray on second down.
And able to work his way down to the 16.
117 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Now Wilson.
Throw over the middle, taken in by Dulcich. And he will have a Broncos first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
On first down. And he loses the football a second time. And the Ravens have got it. And I don't know that fumble's going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth. It doesn't matter.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
After review of the play, ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee be ruled a fumble. The fumble on first down. Now here's second down.
Now it's Wilson. This will be caught at about the 5. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And now 2 yards to go on third down. Wilson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver.
Greg Dulcich.
A beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game.
And the Broncos have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. The fourth quarter touchdown there, back to a 2-score game, but time is not their ally.
No, it's not, partner. They still have a pulse, but it's probably a little weak right now. A lot of things have to go right in these final 2 minutes plus for them. I think they have to be thinking onside kick here, and we know how difficult those are to recover.
Now McManus for the extra point. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. So that one a long 11-play drive.
And a Greg Dulcich touchdown reception finished that drive off.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now, they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. And now we're getting a timeout defensively. So another stop. 1:50 left in the football game. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Again, it's Edwards. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 2nd down, it's Edwards. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. 3rd down seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and didn't get anywhere close to the 1st down.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on here to punt it away. This is fielded at the 27. They'll score that a 36-yard punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10. So here is Wilson and the Broncos.
Down by 11. A little over 50 seconds remaining. A 4th straight defeat looming on the horizon. And he loses the football a 2nd time. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Baltimore, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-4. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, it's another week with more questions.